The truth is this: there is no ETF that gives you SCHD quality ownership and monthly income at the same time. I am Lady T in for Citizen T. And today, this is how we win. You're going to understand why that gap exists, how income ETFs like JEPI and JEPQ actually work, and how to build a monthly income system on purpose instead of chasing something that doesn't exist. Let's start with the illusion. Most people believe there must be a perfect solution out there. An ETF that grows like SCHD, pays like JEPI, and does it monthly. That belief keeps people searching and stuck because it feels reasonable, but it's wrong. Here's the reality: you cannot have maximum income today and maximum growth tomorrow in the same clean instrument. Data market visuals, a ticker tape scrolling rapidly with red and green bars, a scale balancing income versus growth tipping back and forth. Let's ground this in something concrete. SCHD, one of the most respected dividend ETFs, focuses on high-quality companies with strong balance sheets and growing dividends. It pays quarterly. And that's not an accident. Those companies reinvest capital, grow earnings, and distribute profits on a traditional cycle. That's organic income. Now compare that to JEPI or JEPQ. They pay monthly. Why? Because they're not just collecting dividends. They're manufacturing income using options. They sell upside to generate cash flow now. That's engineered income. So when people say, why isn't there a monthly SCHD? Here's the answer. Because SCHD is built on ownership quality and monthly income requires income engineering. Those are different systems. Ownership-based pay, OBPO, is the idea that your income should come from what you own, not just what you do. Dividends are one of the purest forms of that. But OBP only works if the asset is durable, and durability requires trade-offs. Here's the disruptive truth most people miss. If you try to force income out of an asset beyond what it naturally produces, you will eventually pay for it somewhere else. Usually in lost growth, sometimes in capital decay, always in reduced flexibility. Let's talk about JEPI and JEPQ for a second. They are not two different categories. They are the same machine pointed at different markets. JEPI leans S&P 500, more stable, slightly lower income. JEPQ leans NASDAQ, more volatile, higher income swings. That's it. Same engine, different fuel. So the real decision isn't JEPI versus JEPQ. It's this: do you want income generated from volatility or growth generated from ownership? Because chasing both in one place is where people break their strategy. Let me say this clean: no monthly dividend ETF replaces a true dividend growth strategy, and no dividend growth ETF will give you consistent monthly income. That gap is real, it is structural, and it is not going away. A quick disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. Use this as perspective, not instruction, and always do your own research. Now let's talk about what you can actually do, because this is where most people either get clarity or keep chasing noise. You don't solve this by finding the perfect ETF, you solve it by building a system. Think in layers, not tickers. Layer 1, ownership growth. This is where something like SCHD lives. It builds over time, it raises income slowly, it's not exciting, but it compounds. Layer 2, income generation. This is where JEPI or JEPQ fit. They generate cash flow now, they stabilize income, but they trade away upside to do it. Layer 3, real asset exposure, something like realty income, monthly payer, tied to physical assets, different risk profile. You're not choosing between these, you're combining them. That's the shift. Here's the core principle, plain and simple. You don't invest for yield. You invest for sustainable income over time. That means understanding where income comes from and what you're giving up to get it. Now let's be honest about constraints. You don't have unlimited capital. You don't have perfect timing. Markets will move against you, and yes, some people are starting way ahead. That's real. But none of that removes your agency. You control consistency, allocation, and discipline. That's enough to change your trajectory. Here's what that looks like in action. Instead of asking, what pays the most monthly? You start asking, how do I build income that lasts 5 years, 10 years, longer? That one question eliminates most bad decisions. And here's the part people don't like: this is slow. There is no version of this where you flip a switch and replace your income next month. Dividends compound quietly until they don't feel quiet anymore. Let me sharpen this into one line. If you chase yield, you will always need more capital. If you build ownership, the income eventually chases you. And this is where we landed. You are not trying to find the best ETF. You are building an income engine. Each asset has a role, each role has a cost, and your job is to balance them, not escape them. If this cut through the noise for you, if it reset how you think about income, like and subscribe, because we're not here to sell you tickers. We're here to build something that pays you. We are Citizen T Forge the Future. OBP is the way.